Hi, I'm going to read with you 13 facts about me. My name is Daniel Caron. Number 1. I was born in San Pedro Sula, Honduras on October 5th, 1972. 2. I have about 12 half-brothers and sisters. I'm not really sure how many, and I'm just getting to know them on Facebook, some of them. 3. My dad was a selfish narcissist. I saw him 5 times in my life. He told me that his dad died at the age of 35 when my dad was a little boy. He was only 8 years old. I read somewhere that my dad and men like him, my dad had many children because he loved creating life. You see, when a child doesn't have a father, something is missing. So I forgave my dad for not spending any time with me. Narcissists are in pain, by the way. It doesn't feel that way to us because they really don't care about any of our feelings. They only seem to care about their own. However, they do this because they didn't receive enough love. Or in my case, my daughter doesn't seem to receive love from me because there are ways of expressing love. And she needs to feel taken care of instead of abandoned. As far as money, she feels that she has to get her money and she has to get her own shoes and she's not allowed to legally work in the United States until I believe she's 16 years old. So right now I'm trying to teach her that God is in charge of everything and that God will somehow provide for her shoes, shelter, food, all the things that she needs. Alright, number 4. My dad told me the story about a rich man that told his son, go into my library, read the books, and at the end of the year, you will tell me which company you want to be in charge of. So the son read the books and fell in love with the Bible, and at the end of the year quoted to his father, the birds of the air do not have jobs and do not have and they God provides for them. I will go do the same. And his dad, being materialistic, could not understand that lifestyle. So that's the story. I'm still attempting to understand that philosophy of life where you just live. Now, I know that I haven't really worked in 8 years, but that's because, yes, it's a decision on my part not to work. However, I've also made it difficult for me to get a job. I don't have a driver's license. We'll get into that. No driver's license. I don't really have a resume. Not a good resume. I don't really last long at any job. I did when my children were born, and I had two jobs. But then once my wife became completely disrespectful by not doing what I wanted her to do with the money, then I saw no need to continue working, since my mom would pay the bills and my wife finally started to work. She's a workaholic, by the way. She didn't want to stop working when she was pregnant and things like that, but the doctor told her that she had to stop working. And my wife didn't want to stay home to babysit our firstborn, but I told her that if she didn't do it, then I was going to do it. Yes, threats are the only way to make my wife understand sometimes. Alright, you gotta be careful with that though, the type of threats that you're talking about. When I threatened that I'm not gonna stay, and that I'm gonna stay home, when I did that, I'm going to stay home, wife, if you don't stay home and take care of our child. Few people would go against my belief or my threat. All right, number 5. Who am I? I am an encourager. I build people up. In high school, I let a shy boy without confidence practice wrestling with me. What I mean to say is, I didn't defeat him when I felt I could. I let him have more practice, or it was just he was from the same school I was, and so we were just practicing. It was probably our first day of wrestling. Number 6,